This could possibly be the biggest preview I've ever done on this YouTube channel. The first Champions League preview for Newcastle United is here. AC Milan versus Newcastle United at the San Siro Stadium. And today, you've got Binksy here speaking about the game on Tuesday evening. Before I start off the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into it. I can't believe I'm even saying this. Newcastle United play Champions League football. So then lads, let's start speaking about Milan. Before I say anything, obviously I've mentioned on the channel before, and for the Brighton game, I'm going to start doing the away day streams again. For the next two games, there will not be any away day streams for this AC Milan game and for the Sheffield United game. Reason being, I'm on night shift this week for work. I will still be able to watch the game because the game's luckily at 5:45. I don't start work till 9 o'clock, so I will have time to watch the game. And then with the Sheffield United game, I'm somewhere, but I'll still be watching it, but there'll be no live stream, just a heads up. So if you are expecting a live stream, there will not be a live stream for these games. Anyways, AC Milan, I think it's, I can't speak about Newcastle. We've got to strictly speak about AC Milan in today's in this bit of the preview. When recording this, they played today as well. They just got beat 5-1 in the Milan derby, which is mad. 5-1 against your arch rivals. That's it. When Newcastle beat Sunderland, it was a massive thing. We chanted 5-1 for years and rinsed them for beating them 5-1. 5-1. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing for Newcastle. I don't know if by them getting beat 5-1 they are going to come absolutely out the park against us, or it's the start of their downfall. I really don't know. If we have a look at the table, AC Milan are sitting third. They have already played 4 games, and Inter Milan have won every game so far this season. 3 wins and 1 loss for AC Milan, as I say. Let's go over their team, because obviously AC Milan have a lot of signings, a lot of different players in their team and whatnot. So, Maynard in goal, very good goalkeeper. KA, who was the centre back who helped, it was Christian Eriksen. He's a decent player, but Theo Hernandez, Real Madrid, he played at Real Sociedad and whatnot. He was absolutely brilliant. I swear he was in. You got a team of the year on FIFA 1 year. Brilliant left back. And we're going just through the players up. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, obviously starting week in week out for AC Milan. Never got his chance properly at Chelsea. Pulisic has had a decent start of the season. Olivier Giroud loves a goal against Newcastle. So if anybody's going to score on Tuesday night against her, it will be that man. He loved a goal against Newcastle, especially at St James's and Arsenal around the 2013 to 16 era. He scored against her every time. But one player I think I really want to speak about is Rafael Leao. I think he's a player that I would die for at the Toon. He is such a gem of a player where they've got it good. He was at Lille. Yeah, I didn't know if he played with Botman. I don't know if it was too early, too late, but he's a brilliant player, and he's established himself in the Champions League and whatnot. Very good player. On the ball, tricky. He scored that goal against Napoli last year in the I think he got the assist actually for Napoli. Ran through the team, little dink in the box. I think it might have been Giroud who put it through the back of the net. When looking at AC Milan as well, they've got a couple of even on the bench. Jovic is a decent player. Florenzi's a decent player. Chukwueze used to be at Villarreal. I think he scored in the Bayern Munich Champions League game last year. But looking at the team, there's not many there that you think, fuck no, that scares me. I think we've got lucky as well. Benisic could still be injured for the game. Very good player. He was brilliant last season for them. Tomorrow will be in the team. He got a red card. I'm sure that won't carry over to the Champions League. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. He could still be suspended. He's got setting your record, 1 match suspension. So I'm sure he will be back. He's a brilliant player, and whatnot. But looking at on paper as well, I'd say Inter Milan have probably got a better team than AC. Obviously, Inter got to the final of the Champions League last year for a reason. Obviously, people forget this as well. AC Milan got to the semi-finals of the Champions League last year. These are no mugs. They're not. They are absolute warriors on that pitch, and it'll be a crazy atmosphere for the two going to the San Siro. AC Milan. It'll be a completely different experience to what we've just witnessed over the last couple of weeks. The Amex Stadium and whatnot. No disrespect to Brighton, but go from that away day to there is going to be absolutely crazy. It's a mad one. It's an absolute mad one, to say the least. Brilliant team, AC Milan. Should do well in the Champions League. Honestly, I can't even give you a prediction for know where the group's going to be. I think we're looking at 2-4 now, lads. Let's speak about the tune then, going into our first Champions League game in over 20 years. I can't believe the wait is finally over where Newcastle United are going to be playing Champions League football at the San Siro. If any AC Milan fans are watching and got the subtitles on, we are going to be speaking about Sandro Tonali now. When I initially watched us draw the group and drawed AC Milan, Borussia Dortmund and PSG, I didn't even think about the Tonali situation. I completely forgot about Tonali. I was thinking about the Macklin and Milan situation and whatnot. Tonali obviously left AC Milan last year. Obviously there was a lot of speculation from the Italian side saying he didn't want to leave, he only left to save the club and it's his boyhood club, why would he want to leave, and calling out Jim Small, wish he was back in Milan, wish he was back in Italy, and just this absolute shite. You don't leave a club for any reason, you know what I mean? And he didn't have to move to Newcastle. He could have easily seen his boyhood club, he could have sat there and rejected the offer, but the claim that he left just because to save the club, which is bullshit. Obviously for him going back there, obviously he didn't play against Brentford. I think it was the right decision from Eddie Howe rather than the other week against Brighton. Played Joe Linton and now he's probably not going to be fit for the game, Joe Linton. For Tonali's the big talking point in this game, obviously former AC Milan Italian, returning to the team more than likely. Probably, I don't want to give it for the player reasons, I'm not going to say anything, but Tonali probably will start in this game. Obviously didn't play against Brentford, as I mentioned, with a couple of other players as well. Obviously we've got to quickly speak about that Brentford game. It's still, this is the day of the Brentford game. I'm recording on the night time to get all your videos up throughout the week because I've got a busy week ahead, obviously with the Champions League and with work and whatnot and personal life. But massive one, it really is. But let's quickly speak about that Brentford game. Wasn't the most convincing performance, but yet again we made a lot of changes to that team and whatnot. A couple of players who you wouldn't expect really to start, like Anderson, and then obviously Wilson came back into the team, Harvey Barnes came to the team, Longstaff, Dan Burn was at left back. A lot of, obviously we expect Dan Burn at left back, but you know what I mean. A couple of changes and whatnot. I think it was only right. I think we're going to have to keep them players nice and fit for that game for this game versus AC Milan and whatnot. But obviously Tonali is the big speaking point about this game. He will probably start against a three-man midfield of, to be fair, looking at AC Milan's midfield, if they've really replaced their star man in Tonali, I think he was obviously 60 odd million. Ruben Loftus-Cheek got a free, I thought it was 11 mil, maybe even a free transfer, I'm not quite sure. Quite surprising. I think they play a 4-3-3 formation as well, like Newcastle. It'll be a good test, you know, it will be. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be absolutely mad seeing when the camera goes past players like Sean Longstaff and Dan Burn and the champions. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I cannot give a prediction. I normally do at the end of the preview, but I honestly, if you want to give me if you wanted to give me a prediction, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. We care for the vibes. If you win, happy days. If not, the lads will hopefully do us proud and give 125% on the day. That's them, boys. Obviously it's been a double upload today. If you've watched all the videos throughout this weekend and whatnot on the channel, I do really appreciate it, and thank you for the support. If you did watch that, predict the team from our last Premier League game against Brentford, and then watching this, waiting for it to come out with the bell notification on it, it does mean the world. Why I'm sat here making videos, it does mean a lot. Predict the team video will be out tomorrow, obviously. Speculations on injuries and whatnot, we'll have to wait and see, but you'll have to watch that tomorrow on Monday. It'll be Monday afternoon, normal time, 4 o'clock for all the videos and previews and predicted teams going out. So that is the end of the first Champions League preview, boys. If you have a Champions League content, the next one will be in a couple of weeks time against PSG at St James's Park. But make sure to leave a like, boys, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next one.